Okay, continuing on with the instrumental jam that happens at the beginning of Thunder by Billy Strings. I'm just going to jump right into the next lick and then I will tie it together with what we've done previously. So the next lick is going to start with the ring finger on the 7th fret of the A string. I'm going to go from the 7th fret to the 9th fret. Just going to slide that up, one pick. Okay? And then on the D string, we're going to pick the 7th fret and pick the 9th fret. So we have, once again on the A string, we have 7 to 9 with a slide of the ring finger, then 7 to 9 using the first finger and the ring finger. And then we're going to bring the first finger back to the 6th fret of the G string and then slide that up to the 7th fret. Okay, so we have the slide 7 to 9, 7 to 9 on the D string, 6 to 7 on the G string. And then we're going to slide from the 9th fret to the 11th fret on the G string using the ring finger. Putting that all together, starting with the ring finger on the A string, slide up to 9, play 7 to 9 on the D string, play 6, 7, slide from 9 to 11, and then finally we're going to take the first finger, kind of curve the hand over, take the first finger, play the 10th fret of the B string, and then the 10th fret of the D. High E string, 10th fret of the high E. So all together that will sound like this. That very much outlines the D chord, and kind of in using the C sharp. You'll discover as we talk about this a little bit more that the use of that C sharp note is actually unusual in this particular jam. I'll explain why later, but just wanted to point that out now so when we talk about it, you'll kind of see why. Okay, let me see if I can find that lick. Coming up right here, 3, 4. Okay, so in context of the speed that he was playing it there, and that was at half speed. Once again, just a good lick to practice. Okay, now just to put it in context, I'm going to go back and play what we've discussed from the beginning. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. bit slower if you want to try to play along. You know, and at any point, you know, stop the video and work on that lick, kind of isolate. That's why I kind of isolated that from the start. So if you want to tab that out and practice it and just get good at playing that particular lick, and then try to add it into the play along. But I'm going to do the whole thing a little bit slower. About here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4, 1. 3, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, when it comes to the fingering, I kind of pointed out a fingering. You can feel free to adjust fingerings if you feel comfortable doing that with something that maybe works a little bit more, that feels a little bit more natural to you. That's not a problem. Just making that point. Okay, so then after that lick, he ends on the first finger there, and then he comes down and plays the 8th fret of the high E string to the 7th, back to the 8th, like this. Okay, so that's 8, 7, 8. So putting that entire lick in context, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I'll play it again, 3, 4, 1. Okay, let me see if I can play that here. Coming up, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm sure you heard that. And once again, isolate the video at home if you can't really hear the one that I'm recording, and listen for what it is that we're talking about. Okay? Because it's really important that you put this all together, because doing this serves multiple purposes. First of all, it exposes you to some of the lines that really good guitar players use. It gets you playing in some positions and doing some things, technically speaking, that you might not do without the influence of these other players. And as I said, I spent hours when I was younger trying to imitate and copy the players that I admired. And everybody does that. Every guitar player does it. So feel good about doing that and enjoy doing it. Okay? Now the next lick is a little tricky, and I like it because once again it's going to expose you to a different technique. So the next lick, starting on the 9th fret of the high E string, what he does is he plays the 9th fret and pulls off to the 10th, like that, and then slides that down to the 8th, and then slides it down to the 7th. See, that's all one pick. That's 4 notes and one pick. So you may have to practice that lick quite a bit in order to achieve some volume out of the notes. Once again, all I'm picking is that first note, pulling off, sliding, and sliding. But when you slide it, you have to kind of land on each fret as you go. 5, da, 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 right? See, I'm kind of forcing that from there to there and then to there. It's not just a, and then you just slide your finger. I have to keep a lot of pressure down. Okay? And that's not something that we've done before, and that's why it's a good thing. Just to expand on that a little bit, that's a lick that I've done before in a different context. Now, when I did it, what I did is I tended to use all four fingers. So I would start with my pinky, and I would just do a series of pull-offs. Pull off, pull off, pull off, like that. He's doing it the way I explained, with some slides rather than all pull-offs. I'm doing pull off, pull off, pull off. He's doing pull off, slide, slide, accomplishing the same thing. Let's listen for that. Next lick, here it comes, right here. And if you watch the video, you can see him doing it. Okay? Once again, that's 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, so putting that into context, starting with the new lick, it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now after he does that little lick there, then he puts the middle finger on back down on the 8th fret, followed by the pinky on the 10th fret of the B string. So all together we have, I'm going to play that lick a few times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and play it from the beginning and put all of that in context. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 4, 1. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's review that new section. We had the slide from 7 to 9 on the A string, play from 7 to 9 on the D, from 6 to 7 on the G, slide from 9 to 11 on the G, play 10 on the B, play 10 on the E, go back to 8, 7, A. Then we have this little ornament here, followed by 8, 10. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play the new section a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I will attempt to do a play along. Let me find the comes the new stuff. Okay, I plan on giving you some more of this soon, maybe even tomorrow. But there's a little snippet to keep you going. I have quite a bit more written down. It's actually the most time-consuming thing about this lesson is actually the time that you don't see. It's me figuring it out and getting it so that I can play it and explain it. But there's another little section. That's actually a lot. There's a lot of technique involved in playing those, playing that new section. So work hard on that and add it to what you have. And at some point, I would love to hear you, when you think you've got it, I would love to hear you play it. But also keep in mind that this is one of those lessons that doesn't need to be fully accomplished in order to get the benefit of it. When I was learning to play solos by other guitar players, there was probably more times, or at least as many times, where I never really fully accomplished it, but I still got better because I tried to do it. And I still learned from doing it, even if I couldn't fully accomplish it. So keep that in mind while you're playing it, but also enjoy the fact that you're playing note for note something that was played by Billy Strings, and that's kind of a cool thing to do. Okie doke. So we'll leave it at that for now, and more to come soon.